Is this working? What is this? Hello? Oh, wow, it's working. Hi, guys! So, this is probably going to be uploaded tomorrow because I'm going to have to my Glee reactions upload. So this will probably be up tomorrow, but, this is, as you can see from the title, this is the character tag because, like, in October, I got tagged by the Chapter Chicks to do this tag, and my webcam, as you all know, is very, very temperamental, so I never know when it'll work. And so, since it's working, I decided to do the tag. I will put down below the what's it called? The original person who made the tag, their channel, the questions for this tag, and also the 3 people who I tag, which I will say at the end. But yeah, so that's that. And you can choose up to 3 people, apparently, for this tag. And since I'm like so low tech and not even that great, I had to write down the questions. So let's get this started. And I'm not going to give the books because since it's been so temperamental, I didn't want to take out all these books off my bookshelf. So we're just going to do it. Okay. First question is, what character would you throw out the window? I have 2. The first one is Bella Swan from the Twilight series, and that's because as much as I love that series, she can get on my nerves quite a lot, and that's kind of sad for her being the main character. But yeah, Bella can get on my nerves quite a lot, especially in New Moon. Like, there were 2 specific parts in New Moon that I just literally was like, you're so annoying. One was when she was moping around for months after Edward left. And the second part was when she was putting her life in danger to hear his voice. Are you kidding me? You're risking your life just to hear the guy who dumped you's voice. That was annoying as hell. So yeah, like New Moon really made me want to throw Bella out a window. But yeah, so that's the first character. The second one is Cal from the series. And that being, well, when I first read the series, I found Cal annoying and a little untrustworthy, but I didn't hate him. It wasn't until I read the whole series, and as I keep rereading it, that I realized, yeah, I do not like him. He's a horrible character, I think. He's just really annoying and kind of an ass. And there's just, I don't find any likable quality about him. The more I reread that series, there's nothing I like about him. Like, yeah, I guess I can't completely blame him because his mom was a psycho. But still, it's like, just because your mom's a psycho doesn't mean you have to basically be one either. So, yeah. So that's that. Question 2, what character would be your best friend? I had 3 for this. The first one is from the Harry Potter series, and that would be Luna Lovegood, because I adore Luna. Like, adore. Like, seriously, between her and Hermione, those are probably my favorite female character. Maybe Luna a little more than Hermione. Because I just love Luna's, like, quirkiness and how, like, weird she is. And, like, with Luna, you know there wouldn't be a dull moment with her. Because, like, everything that comes out of her mouth, you're like, what? It's just, oh, I just love her. So, yeah, she'd be the one. Another one would be, Bonnie. Bonnie, I can't ever pronounce her last name, so I'm not going to try it, but Bonnie from the Vampire Diaries. Because Bonnie, from the Vampire Diaries basically kind of reminds me of my friend Tiara. Very, you know, happy and spunky. And, so, yeah. That's not really a good explanation of why, but yeah, but Bonnie. And the last one, Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice. I've always loved her character, and everything about her character. Like, yeah, there are certain things that kind of, like, annoy me about, Elizabeth, but yeah. I would love to have Elizabeth Bennet the friend. So yeah. Question 3: if you could make a character come to life, who would it be? I have 3 for this one too. First one is also from Pride and Prejudice, Mr. Darcy, because just like Elizabeth, I adore Mr. Darcy. Like, there's just so much I love about Mr. Darcy. Just I don't know, it's just like the way he presents himself. I don't know. I know, like, most people are like, ugh, you know, Mr. Darcy, what's to like about him? But I don't know. I kind of like how, like, prideful, I guess you could say he is. I don't know. I don't know what I like about Mr. Darcy, but I just do. Second one would be Hunter from the Sweep series. And yes, there's going to be a lot of repeat of the same book series and stuff like that, but I'm sorry. Yeah, I loved Hunter from the very beginning when he first came into the books in Blood Witch. Like, I was a little suspicious of what his motive was, but I really liked him more than Cal. And I didn't even know him that well. So that tells you a lot. And I continued to fall in love with Hunter for the rest of the series. So yeah, definitely Hunter. The third one was really hard because I was torn between Luna and Hermione, but I finally chose Hermione because come on, who wouldn't want to have Hermione Granger in real life? She would essentially be me. Not really, I'm lying. But, like, Hermione is such a bookworm, and I love having friends that are bookworms. Like, that's like one of my, almost like a requirement for me for us to be friends. Like, do you read? Yes, then we're good. Cause that's what I love with friendships, with people that read, like, for us to, like, swap books. Like, I just read this really good book, you should read it. Ooh, let me read, you know, I just love that about friends that read a lot. So, yeah, Hermione would be epic if she were real. Okay, question 4. What traits do you look for in a character? What I look for in a character, I don't know if this has to be just 3 things, but the biggest thing I look for in a character is a dynamic character. I need for the character to start out one way and somehow go through a journey that somehow teaches them a lesson or changes them. You know, I guess, like, in my opinion, a good example of a dynamic character, I think, in a way, is kind of like Snape and Draco from Harry Potter. Because you think they're both, like, such like, douchebags. And then, as the series progresses, you know, with Draco, the way I feel about it, he's just a boy who, you know, he doesn't know any better. He was taught these things. This was how he was raised, you know. And with Snape, like, even though, yeah, it was kind of a douchebag move on him to be rude to Harry, and have his, like, prejudice against Harry or whatever you want to say, but, like, he kept saving Harry because of his mom, and yeah, I just like dynamic characters. I love that. And what else do I look for? But that's the biggest thing. I need a dynamic character, or I'm just gonna get bored. The character has to be amusing to me. Like, I have to laugh, and I have to that would probably be the second thing, and I guess the third thing I look for is I need to feel an emotional connection to that character. If I read a book and I don't feel anything for the main character, the person whose perspective I'm reading from, then it's not a good book to me. Like, I need to feel emotionally connected to this character. I need to care about how this character progresses, or else it's like, why should I keep reading? So yeah. Sorry guys, I know this is probably going to be really long. So yeah, those are the traits I look for. Dynamic, humorous, and emotional connection. Question 5. There's only 10, so we're almost done. What would you change in your favorite character? I only picked 2. First one is Bonnie from Vampire Diaries. One of the biggest things I change about Bonnie is sometimes in Vampire Diaries, in the books, she comes off a little too whiny. And that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves with Bonnie, is I just wish she wasn't so whiny, a little immature, you know. I think that's one of the things I like the most that they've changed of Bonnie's character in the show, is she's not as whiny. And, like, that would be always the thing that annoyed me when I read the books, is like, because I believe, you know, I was like, this girl is strong. Why are you whining? Stop it. You know? So, yeah, that's probably the biggest thing I changed with Bonnie. And the other one is Bella. Bella, there are so many effing things I would change about Bella. biggest being she needs to think before she acts. Because she just rushes into situations and does things where I'm like, you probably should have thought that out first. You know, especially with her whole relationship with Edward. Like, you just meet the guy and you're already in love with him. It's like, I think you should, like, slow this down. Come on. And then, people could probably help me with this. There's so many situations in the Twilight series where Bella does not think situations through when she really should. So yeah, those are the things I would change. Number 6, favorite male, favorite female character. So I did 3 for both. So here, I gotta move my notebook. For males, my favorite male characters. Damon from the Vampire Diaries, because I just love the kind of how much he's a douche. I don't know why. I love how much of a douche Damon is in the books, and how even when he kind of starts feeling for Elena, he doesn't really change who he is all that much, like he does in the show, which I don't like. So yeah, I just love Damon. Stark from the House of Night series, because it's really weird. Out of all the, like, of Zoe's boyfriends that she has in the House of Night, Stark's the only one I really, really like, which I found really weird. But yeah, I don't know what it is. There's just something about Stark that intrigues me and makes me like him more than, like, Heath and Eric, you know? I don't know. And then my last one, Peeta from the Hunger Games. I love Peeta. He's such a sweetheart. It's like, how can I not like him? It doesn't mean I like Gale. That doesn't mean that I don't like Gale. I love Gale too. But I just love Peeta more because I just think he's so sweet. And he's so cute. Yeah, okay. Favorite females, I chose Katniss from the Hunger Games because Katniss is a badass. She's probably... there's another female on my little favorite female list that is just as strong, and I just think she's just a strong character, so yeah. Alice from the Twilight series, because that's probably, like, the highlight for Twilight is Alice, and how just, oh my god, I love Alice so much. There's nothing really I don't like about Alice, so yeah. And then my last favorite female is Lisbeth Salander from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I love her. Like, oh my god. She is such an amazing character. And she's like Katniss, she's a badass, and there's just nothing I don't like about her. Okay, so question 7, what 2 characters would you put together? Now, I didn't know what this meant. This is a weird question to me. Like, does this mean, like, you know, crossover pairings, or, like, non-canon pairings? I didn't really know. So I'm kind of going to do both. Crossovers, I'm not really a big, like, I am not that imaginative to come up with crossovers. Like, I go on Tumblr or YouTube and I see videos and I'm like, oh, yeah, I can see how that would work, yeah. But I don't ever, you know, come up with my own, so I don't have that. But non-canon pairings, I do have 3 for that. 2 are from Harry Potter, and 1 is from Vampire Diaries. The one from Vampire Diaries is Damon and Bonnie, but I guess that is kind of canon in the books in a way. I just love their relationship in the books, and I hope that happens in the show. I'll be sad if it doesn't happen in the show, but yeah, I just love that dynamic between Bonnie and Damon in the books. And in Harry Potter, I know this one I'm probably going to get a lot of hate, probably. I do ship Draco and Hermione. Now, this does not mean I hate Ron and Hermione. I love Ron and Hermione. They're so freaking cute together. I love them. But I do have a soft spot for Draco and Hermione because I'm twisted? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just love that whole idea of, like, a total douchebag, you know. I don't know. I just love that idea of them together. I'm sorry. And then the other one from Harry Potter is Harry and Luna. I'm sorry. I never liked the idea of Harry and Ginny. I never did. I thought it should be Harry and Luna, and I'll stick to that. So, yeah. Number 8. Favorite book couple. Katniss and Peeta, and from Hunger Games, and Morgan and Hunter from Sweet Series. Just because Katniss and Peeta, I ship them right away. Like I did like you know, Katniss and Gale, but I was always Katniss and Peeta. And Morgan and Hunter, same thing. I never liked Morgan with Cal, so yeah. What character's world would you go in? I would like to go into the House of Night. Because I just think that out of all the vampire, even though that series sometimes really annoys the hell out of me, out of all the vampire book series that I've read, the House of Night seems really interesting to me. Of course, I haven't read a whole bunch, but still, that seems like the most interesting that I've read. And then the other one is Harry Potter. I mean, who wouldn't want to go to the Harry Potter world? I want to be a wizard. A witch? I said wizard. Sorry. I'm stupid. I want to be a witch. Come on, that'd be epic. And then the last question, I promise. Oh my god, I'm so sorry this is so long, guys. The last question is cutest character. Now, I didn't know if this meant, like, cute, like, oh my god, they're so adorable, or if it meant, like, hi, you're really cute, you know? So, I did both. I did 2 that I thought were adorable, and 1 that was hot. Rue from the Hunger Games. She's so cute. I love her. And the actress they got for the movie was so adorable. Made me love Rue even more. And Luna from the Harry Potter series. She's adorable. And Ivana Lynch. She just makes me love Luna even more. And the last one was actually a toss-up between, so I'm kind of doing like, I'm cheating a little on the 3 thing. I'm having a toss-up with cute, for like cute boys. And it's between Jace from the City Mortal Instruments series and Augustus Waters from The Fault in Our Stars, because I just love both of them. For different reasons. Like Augustus, he's such a sweetheart, and I loved him instantly from the very first chapter. And I'm not even finished with the book, and I love him. So don't give me any freaking spoilers for Fault in Our Stars. I will be angry at all of you. And then Jace, I haven't finished City of Bones either, so don't give me spoilers for that. But Jace, he's so far from what he's a douche, but I love him. But yeah, so that's it. That's the tag. I'm so sorry this is so long. Please forgive me. If you watch this whole thing, you're awesome. The 3 people I'm tagging in this is I Love Reading 65, Deborah's Book Cafe, and Justin941CU fan. So yeah. If you didn't watch this whole thing, don't worry. I'll put the people I tagged in the underbar, and yeah, that is my tag. I finally got it done. Until my next video, when if this thing's not a douche. So yeah, that was a lot of talking. Bye, guys.